Good evening, everyone. It's my honor and pleasure to have Mr. Rajan Umralkar with us. Mr. Rajan Umralkar has been working as a customer relationship manager with prominent companies, and with his extensive experience in airline industries, the wealth of experience that he brings to the table is just unmatchable. With the kind of customer experience to teach it to all the students working in the airline industry now, the kind of experience that he can share is just unparalleled. 5 minutes of his time is worth more than an hour with a lot of trainers and tutors in the market. What we will be able to learn from him today is just something that we cannot find in the market. Mr. Rajan Umralkar has been a government certified master trainer, aviation, a cognitive behavior therapist, a business analyst, a dangerous goods regulation trainer, more or so a digital marketer, and ladies and gentlemen, he's an upcoming co-author and an entrepreneur also. With over 12 years of training experience, let us have Mr. Rajan Umralkar with us, and it takes immense pleasure to welcome him on board. Mr. Rajan Umralkar.
Yeah, thank you, Nachiket, for a very exciting and an introduction, which you have really put in lot of actions in that with emotions. I'm really happy about that, and I'm glad to be here talking to you today, sharing my experience and my knowledge to the audience. Thank you very much.
Sir, after this long service and experience, what is it that you are looking forward? What is your mission now? Can we have some little bit insights on that?
Yeah, my after a long service in the airline industry, I was just thinking about um, how can I go about sharing my knowledge. So now I have made it as a my mission. Uh, Gaining knowledge, acquiring knowledge, learning the practicality of handling at the airport and the cargo and the various aspect of transportation has built me to gain lot of information, knowledge based on uh, the practical aspect of handling. So with this information with me, I was just thinking, shall I keep this information? Shall I keep this knowledge? Shall I not? Can I not share this with anybody? So when I looked at the uh, young generation and the people who are some kind of training workshop and some kind of a talk, and see that more and more people are having this awareness. uh, so now I have made this as a mission to share the knowledge, mission to part with the information, so that the next generation which is coming up, which is building up their self to face the challenges in the life, whatever field they go, they will be empowered by some wisdom which I have learned in the past. So that's my mission for the life.
As Peter Drucker has said, the purpose of a business is to create and keep a customer. Sir, definitely what you shared with us, can you let us give us some insight as to why do you think there is skill shortage in cargo, freight forwarding, and logistic industry? Because what you said that yes, we need to develop all our younger generation, but I'm sure this younger generation is going and working there, and but there must be then they must be feeling a certain lacuna in the market that they are looking at other greener pasture always. Why do you think, sir, there is a skill shortage in the cargo and logistics industry?
Yeah, I when I was working on this area to find out why there is skill shortage, I came to realize one thing, that uh, whenever I check with somebody about the logistic industry or the supply chain industry or anything about cargo, most of them said they have no idea. Most of them said they don't have no knowledge. Probably uh, this industry is not so much popular among the young generation because of its because there is no glamour in this industry. It's more of physicality rather than any kind of white collar type of a job. Like if you see, there is a difference between working at the airport in the terminal building and difference in working in the cargo area. When I see that difference, definitely uh, the the choice will be why I should not work in the airport, because there is an environment there, there is glamour there, there is all comforts, and nobody wants to come to this field because one has to work in different weather conditions, different hard areas, and not face those challenges. So probably there is not much of thought given to this industry. But I felt if the people are lacking in knowledge and information on this area, that means this industry is not fed to that extent by skilled manpower. So where is this manpower coming from? It is not coming from somewhere. It is coming from the system, from the academic area. They are able to source this industry. But what is happening in the academics is they only learn certain academics which remains in their mind as an academic. Because I have become BCom, BA, BSc, whatever graduation, and they go for post graduation, and from there they want to branch out to find out some suitable job, or somebody who has got some funds with him, he will look out for a business, and so on and so forth. However, the kind of people who come out from the academics want to take up a job, they want to get into some good industry, good company, where the companies are demanding certain skill set to be with them. Today's industry is demanding certain skill set before you really join a company. Are the skill set they are able to learn in the academics? And it has been found that these skill sets are not taught in the academic level. So they look out, they want to experiment themselves from their academics. Okay, can I, if I work on this company, I will learn these skills over there as a matter of experience. So they learn the transferable skill at the time in the company wherever they are working. So this is a gap between the academics and the transferable skill. So why not we get into this midway and make this skill available to the academics, that they are prepared now for the industry. So that's my mission and that's my idea about the whole skill problem.
Wow. I'm sure, sir, this really helps because myself also being from the marine industry, I can really relate to the difficulties being faced by the back-end labor. We could always
Yeah,
see that the captains and the other people who are working on the deck side, they are always in a very glamorous mode. But the people who are working in the underside, working 24 by 7 to make sure all the machineries and all the ships are running 24 by 7, I can relate to the difficulties and unglamorous part of the aviation industry. But that's what is required, and that's what
yeah,
it's
yeah. That is true.
really that is the thing that they are the cogs and wheels of the aviation industry, without which even the glamour also won't exist. So,
Yeah, yeah, correct.
taking it forward, what are those 5-10 takeaways? What needs to be done to make the skilled manpower available to the industry? Can you share us some insights?
Yeah, before somebody who is making his he's doing his academics, he must think what industry he wants to get in. It may be any field: engineering, technical, IT, uh, medicine. pharmaceutical. There are so many industries. The industry's number is very big and very huge. Before you get into the, he must choose that industry in such a way it fits into his academic qualification. Usually, it isn't found that randomly people choose some industry because there is job available, and when they land up there, they find themselves in a dilemma. How should I work? What should I do? What is required? Performances are weak. Uh, the targets are not met. There is a the company owners are not willing to continue with him, and so on and so forth. So I feel the first takeaway should be, before he gets into any kind of job, he must get into understand what are the transferable skill required. Now I leave it to that individual because it's an individual choice. What are the transferable skill? One is communication. Two is computer skill. Three is reading, writing skill. Four is content. Five is to present himself to the to his company's best, right? When I talk about the communication skill, today communication has got very important role to play in any company's development as well as self development. Without communicating, you're not giving out to the world what you are as an individual and as a company. If I am talking, there is some space behind me from where I'm talking, and if the company is able to get that, it is possible that it is true that the company grows. That is the first thing. Second skill set is computer. Without today IT having sufficient computer skill, his production, his output for the company would not be professional, and he will be struggling to meet those requirements. He will be delaying, he will be meeting challenges, and it will delay his process. For example, somebody who is in sales and he has to submit a sales report. If he doesn't know how to make a Excel sheet, probably he will have to struggle. He have to check with somebody how to make an Excel sheet. So he will lose time. Whereas the boss is asking him, "Arey, jaldi karo." So he is losing. So that's the second part of the computer skill. Next is, I think I told about, forgot. Uh, I think five thing I told, but I forgot the third part. Okay, let me recall. So these are the five sets. One of the thing is customer service. Customer service is also very important, because until unless the customer gets from the employee what is required by him, he will not be satisfied. So for example, I quote an example of Apple company. If you go to the Apple store, you are met at the entrance point by an Apple employee. Till you leave that showroom or that shop, everybody is attending to you. I don't know how the system works, but it is continuous. You are not left alone. Somebody is there to attend to you. That's how customer service is built. So these five aspects, if they keep in mind, they will succeed. This transferable skill is also writing skill is another one. Reading and writing skill. Today, because of the IT, this reading and writing skill, most of the people are losing their talent. They are not expressing, they are not writing, they are not reading. And what happens is, any kind of report has to be prepared, you'll find there is a lot of mistakes, errors in the presentation, and that goes somewhere, because people are very at the level of management, they are very they think very deeply to see what is the content in the report, and when they find there is some error in that, they probably will not accept your idea. So this is how a person has to develop. So along with academic, he must also get the transferable skill, whatever source it is left to him, but he must have. Today's company, today's environment is requiring that before somebody is joining a job or also opening his own company, because even forming a company you require this skill. So that is my say on that.
I'm sure, sir, with the kind of competitive business environment that we have, a company's survival is depending upon the repeated sales that we get. As Barry Gibbons, former CEO of Burger King, said, 70 to 90% of decisions not to repeat a purchase of anything are not about product or price. They are about some dimensions of service. And as Sir gave the example of an Apple store where when the moment the customer enters, he is continuously being serviced by the Apple employee. Imagine the kind of difference that it makes to the customers, I would say, experience. Wouldn't you like to go to an Apple store again, even though to buy an insanely expensive iPhone, but still you will go there just to experience the customer service. And the customer service forms the differentiating factor between an A player and a B player. So,
Exactly.
having said the business aspect of it, so can you share with the kind of COVID environment that is currently going on? How can the cargo really help boost economy affected by COVID?
Of
Can you
course,
share it?
yeah. Uh, Cargo will definitely help the economy to grow, and I'm very firm on this point. The reason is today new ideas are creating new products. We, when the COVID period started, initially for first 20 days, 25 days, the companies were hopeful that this period will end very soon. So they kept on manufacturing, kept on producing, and those products are lying surplus with them in their units, manufacturing units, or either warehouse. Now, once the economy slowly opens up, it will be a rush to meet the requirement and the demand of the customers. It will be a rush. That is where cargo will play a very important role in making transportation happen to reach out the products to the consumers. This will also enable the economy to grow up little bit. I don't say shoot because it will take a time. It is not going to be that fast as expected. So slowly, steadily, it will increase. Transport companies, airline companies, cargo companies will have to look out to fill their capacity with more cargo. It has been seen in the COVID situation now that airlines are today surviving on cargo transportation. They are removing passenger seats, they are putting packages on those areas and using the space to transport cargo. Now, what kind of cargo is moving? Basically, pharmaceuticals, medicine supplies, PPEs, all these are being transported. So the space which was earlier used for passenger transportation is now being used for cargo transportation. Does that mean that the future is going to be a cargo? No, I don't say that. Future is going to be partly with cargo and partly with passenger, because passenger also has to travel. You cannot stop them. However, there will be more focus on cargo transportation to generate revenue, because that is what will make the companies survive. That will what is make the airline, the sea, the vessel companies survive. Without that, they cannot survive because every day new products, new items are manufactured, and they need outlet. Outlet is provided by supply chain and logistic, and transportation is the end part of it, where it reaches out the cargoes to the ultimate consumer in their place wherever they are across the globe. So that is how it will help the economy slowly and steadily.
I'm sure, sir. The cargo industry is one of the pillars of the economy. And with the economy
Yeah,
coming out of the recession, or I would say a mild recession, at least during this COVID times, the first indicator, the first parameter which is going to get affected, or which we should monitor, would be the cargo industry, which includes both the airline, marine, the road transport, everything together. Because once these industries are fully operational, we can have a complete gauge of how the economy is recovering. And
exactly, exactly.
an essential part of the airline industry recovering is the skilled manpower which is present there, which has to come back online as fast as possible. Because with the COVID scenario, many of the people are just sitting at home, believing that things will improve. Yes, the things will improve, but it is also the mentality that has to come in, which has to help. The positive mentality has to come out, that they have to contribute to push the economy up. With that, sir is also helping a lot of other organizations to better their own visions. What is your vision, sir? How is it? How is it projected to the future? How is it that you are seeing yourself in the next 10 to 15 years in the airline industry?
Yeah, airline industry is growing, and it will continue to grow. Only thing is, now at the current state, it is under a lot of pressure of because of lockdown. uh, Exchanges, technical know-how exchanges, exchange of culture, exchange of ideas, philosophies, all this will happen. It's just a temporary phase that we are in the situation of lockdown. This is going to happen, and the industry is going to grow very fast once the situation comes to a normalcy. There will be a lot of new tech things happening, because right now what is happening is, under the lockdown situation, there are meetings held through video conferencing, and through various other means. uh, that means there is an exchange happening.
Yeah.
Technical, yeah, technical knowledge sharing and all these things are happening. However, this is going to build further and further. This is the foundation, or I say this is the base of what is going to come in the future. We cannot predict what is going to come, but we can at least see, yes, it is going to happen. And it is going to happen not in far away future, but near future. Maybe 1 year down the line, maybe 2 years down the line, but it is going to be a reality. Transportation is going to increase, cargo is going to increase, new ideas are going to come, it is going to shape the economy, GDP will rise, and every aspect of economy will build, because it is waiting to happen. And that is what is going to make a difference. Now, in I could see that in another 10 years time, uh, provided we don't face the same situation of COVID again, um, if nothing happens, and if we are health wise, virus wise, we are okay, as humanity, there is nothing going to stop. It is going to just grow and grow, slow and steady, but definitely and surely it is going to grow. We cannot say percentage wise, but definitely that is what the heart says. Everybody hearts is pumping them to some message, some thought. Arey, we will do better, we will do better, we will do better. It is pumping in that thought to you. It is every time creating seeds in your mind. We will do better. Keep on doing it, keep on doing it. And that's what is the magic. We should not stop. We should keep on doing what we are doing, upscaling what we are doing and sharing what we are doing. When you share, you come across breakthroughs, meaning some idea will crop up to you. Oh, what he said, that what he said, there is something in this. So some idea will come to you, which will come through conversation, and breakthrough will cross, and that breakthrough will take you so far away that you will not realize what is happening to me, and you are just moving to that direction. So there is a path, there is a way. We are going to have a very, very good future. Not, nobody can stop it. This seed I have generated and created, I'm trying to put this in all of us, so that you start thinking in those ways. Keep on thinking, yes, 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 we'll do it. So one fine day you will find yourself to really happening it. So that's what is the future.
Thank you so much, sir. It has been one of the most memorable sessions that I have had with some of the best industry leaders in the market.
Thank
And
you.
as a country, what we can definitely vouch for is that we are going to conquer COVID. We are going to conquer COVID, and we are going to rise and shine and soar above the clouds. We are definitely going to be there. Thank you, sir. Thank you
Yeah,
so
yeah.
much for your time.
Thank you.
It's been a wonderful experience. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.